I want to say welcome to the platform, ladies and gentlemen. It's your brother Bolo VNR. You know, more start off the show with a positive note for this one. Please remember to hit the like button, ladies and gentlemen. I understand if you haven't yet subscribed, hey, go ahead and subscribe, click the bell and click all so you can get all notifications. And in regards to topics that are, reacted to and spoken about on the platform, feel free to let your opinions be heard respectfully in the comment section, of course. Teach feel. Boy, I'm going to tell you, congratulations again. And let's look at some scenes from the nail-biting competition of School Challenge Quiz 2025. Take a look at this, ladies and gentlemen. Let us start the show this way.
The pot cover celebration, loud and raw, is more than just noise. It's the sound of a victory. In a thrilling display of knowledge, speed, and teamwork, Titchfield High School emerged victorious in the highly anticipated final of TVJ's School Challenge Quiz 2025. The Portland-based school finished with 26 points to Jamaica College's 23 points in a nail-biting finale.
Spanish, what is the English translation of ¿Cuánto tiempo llevas casado? Titchfield High.
What time did you get married?
No, how long have you been married? Chemistry, what is the formula for ethyl propionate? At C5H10O2 or C2H5O2CCH2CH3. General knowledge, the 2023 Argyle Declaration was a joint declaration of maritime peace between which two countries? Titchfield High.
Venezuela and Guyana? Venezuela and Guyana.
That's right. Geography, which country was the world's leading producer of bauxite in JC?
Australia. Australia!
No, in 2024 it was Guinea. That is the bell. And the end of the match. Scores are Jamaica College on 23 points, Titchfield High victorious on 26.
They had us biting our nails and they had us shaking our legs, but at the end of the day we won and we were victorious. So let's celebrate. You know that we would have been placed third, and at that point in time we were satisfied with where we were at. But then the Lord was not sleeping. He knew that we needed to be on top.
This is the second triumph for Titchfield High School in the 55-year history of the competition, having claimed its first title in 2016. A series of celebrations are being organized both on campus and across the wider Portland community. Rashida Walker for TVJ News.
Yeah, people, big up Titchfield, man. May I tell you congratulations again, but let us move on to some more outrageous news coming out of Jamaica. Boy, I can't make this up. And we have Jesse James Clark, a.k.a. Clark Kent, a.k.a. Superman. You understand what I deal with? He's a junior in his portfolio, but mighty God, the work he's doing is of a senior. The concerns and what he's making us aware of in terms of the government. This time is in the area of I think it's a public dental hospital or clinic. Wanna listen to this, ladies and gentlemen. Only just listen to this, cause me can't make this up.
Kingston Comprehensive Health Center is struggling to provide essential dental care as its sole X-ray machine has been out of service for almost a year. That's the latest allegation made by the opposition, who is now demanding urgent action to restore proper care at the facility. Shante McNeil has the details.
The health ministries once again under the microscope, this time after a visit to the Kingston Comprehensive Health Center exposed alleged gaps in care. The opposition's junior spokesperson on health and wellness, Jesse James Clark, says the facility's only dental x-ray machine has been out of service for nearly a year, leaving patients in limbo. It's an issue he wants the ministry to address.
We're calling on the minister to ensure that they get a functioning X-ray machine. They're also having AC issues, so the staff have to be working in very hot and humid conditions. We're asking the minister to intervene quickly and to fix this problem, provide the functioning ACs, ensure that the dental chairs are working, the lights on them are working, ensuring that they get the X-ray machines that they need, so the population can be served properly and efficiently.
The largest health center of its kind in Kingston and St. Andrew is now allegedly turning patients away for oral care, forcing them to seek help elsewhere. Clark says that's no easy task.
Dental health services are very expensive. We try to do them privately, so a lot of persons depend on what is happening here. The difficulties that the comprehensive health center has been facing has significantly hampered their capacity to service the number of patients that they would normally have the capacity to serve. So they are down more than 50% in terms of the number of persons that they are able to serve each day, and they have to be sending persons to different health facilities to do some procedures.
When CVM News contacted Southeast Regional Health Authority, we were reliably informed that they've met with Kingston and St. Andrew Health Services parish manager, who admits the X-ray machine stopped working in mid-2024 and that efforts are underway to replace it. They say 2 dental chairs are also down. Parts have been ordered and are expected within 6 weeks. An additional 10 dental chairs are also set to arrive within this fiscal year. But Clark says he's tired of the ministry's PR and needs the matter rectified immediately.
So I'm calling the minister. He says that funding is not a problem, so we need to address these problems urgently. So just like the staff members here who have to work without the AC or the equipment that they need, as well as the general public who have to be turned away from this facility and sent to other healthcare facilities to do certain procedures, I am frustrated too, just like all of them. We don't want any more PR. We want actual action on the ground to fix the problems that are facing the healthcare system.
What did you say? Hey, bro, come on now, dog. Come on, man.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
So people, equipment problem again, AC. This is the same thing we see over and over again, a recurring theme. Jamaica, we're not tired now. We're not ball out.
Ball out! Whoa, yo. We need help, Jesus. Jamaica need help. Shift the parliament, shift the election, shift everything, remove them out there.
You know, in the interest of time, ladies and gentlemen, I don't really want to say much about this. I want to hear from you in the comment section. Are you guys going to allow the ministry or the Minister of Health to moonwalk their way out of this again? Situations like this? Are you going to hold them accountable when it's time to go to the polls? That's the only question I have to ask now. Also, I have one more question. What are we going to do before the polls? We can survive any more of this? Can we all survive any more of this? Mighty God of Daniel, let me know in the comment section. Let's move on to the next story.
I'm Shamela Pullen. Here are the details. The Jamaica Defence Force Coast Guard says all protocols were followed after learning a container en route to the Cayman Islands had fallen off a ship. Lieutenant Commander Miguel Ferguson made the assertion in an interview on Smile Jamaica this morning. More in this report. A container carrying poultry branded under the Brazilian label Perdix en route to the Cayman Islands washed ashore in Jamaica on Thursday, April 3. Lieutenant Commander Miguel Ferguson of the Jamaica Defence Force Coast Guard revealed that the authorities had been notified nearly a week earlier that the container had fallen overboard in Jamaican waters.
We would naturally, in this instance, activated our mechanism, responded to doing a couple things. Firstly, ensuring that shipping in the area is aware that the container fell overboard to ensure for maritime safety so that no collision occurs at sea. And then we move to deploying our assets to identify, locate, and track the movement of the container so that we can collaborate with other agencies who have direct responsibility to treat you on the other aspect of the protocols. So all of that was done on our part once we were alerted to the container falling overboard.
He stated that as soon as the alert was received, the necessary steps were promptly taken by the relevant authorities.
In this instance, as we were doing our response mechanism, as it's unfortunate that the response of the public outpaced the relevant agency to
which is my
respond
question, sir.
to
Why?
secure.
But why? That's my question.
It may be due to access limitations. Terrain limitation is accessing the area as quickly as possible, and as such, the response mechanism on the part of respective agencies to secure the shoreline and also the container may have been limited at that. But once they got on scene, I'm aware that they naturally went on to securing the area and containing the situation.
The Lieutenant Commander noted that while it's not uncommon for containers to fall off ships, such incidents are rare in Jamaican waters. He emphasized that retrieving lost cargo is not part of the JDF Coast Guard standard mandate. Additionally, he explained that there was little the team could have done to recover the container at sea before it eventually drifted to shore.
Once the container fell overboard, there is no immediate mechanism to pull the container back up on a ship, because that would take heavy lifting equipment and crane, somebody to secure a container and try to pull the container to water, which in itself is a dangerous activity, especially under the weather condition that we had over the last weekend.
Do you have the same role as the Marine Police, the JCF? Do you have the same role?
The Marine Police mostly focus on matters within our inland spaces and within the territorial water, within that 12 nautical mile. Our main focus is based on our maritime law enforcement responsibilities. We do narcotics interdiction and treat with matters more further offshore.
So them deal with things more further offshore. So between where they deal with it and inshore, who is responsible for that space? That's the question that we want to ask, because that brother have me looking at the sky like Andrones on the screen there, so people. Something, right? Something is not right. But let's move on to the next clip.
Hi, good night, Professor.
Yes, good night.
No, I am heavily disappointed in the JDF. And I remember when we spoke Sunday night, I told you that the JDF is covering up something. Yeah? And now they have come with the very same nonsensical idea, discussion and ideas. Because let's be real, this idiot is on national television telling people that they only have responsibility for 12 nautical miles outside of Jamaica. They're still responsible for the sea coast of Jamaica. It don't matter which part.
Yes.
They're still the appropriate authority. So it's lying. The other thing is, the army acquired, as the girls stated, they have acquired certain equipment, and one of the equipment that they have is sonar technology.
Yeah.
You know what the sonar technology is able to give them? It's able to give them the sounding abilities in terms of the movement of boat and vessels. Movement of vessels at sea, including things like these that would be floating. Yeah.
Sonar technology.
Alright, so guys, so sonar technology. Sonar, short for sound navigation and ranging, uses sound waves to detect and identify objects in the water and sea floor. Right? There are two main types of sonar, active and passive. Active sonar emits sounds and analyzes and returns the echo to locate and classify object. Passive sonar listens for underwater sounds. Okay, here's what to know about sonar technology. The Navy uses sonar to detect submerged objects like submarines and mines. Scientists use it to map out the sea floor, identify underwater hazards, locate shipwrecks. The fishing industry uses sonar to detect fish structures and the sea floor. Alright, so as you can see here, guys, this is like, you see, the sound goes down, the reflection at the distance of the object goes back up. Alright, so this is what he's talking about, sonar energy. Very interesting. Let's continue.
Check it out. They can hear certain things, right? They have spent heavily on their communication capabilities, yeah, and their listening capabilities outside of our borders. So I don't understand what nonsense they're coming with. But let me tell you why you are absolutely right. And I reached out to somebody in Cayman. Do you know Cayman doesn't produce any form of chicken? You know who's the supplier of chicken for Cayman?
No, tell me.
Jamaica broilers.
Oh,
That is their largest market outside of small Jamaica. They had gone into Haiti, but the war stopped them. So they were using both Haiti and Jamaica to supply the market down there. So that is their largest distribution market. There's no Perdix distributors in Cayman. So let them come with them dopey story. And if they're so right that this thing is originating from out of Brazil, then I know what to Cayman. Then, sir, the largest drug trade now is happening at the Venezuelan and Guyana and Brazil border, which the three countries meet. Because they have replaced the Colombians. A lot of people don't know, the most thing that you say in terms of Jamaican water is coming from out of Venezuela. Not out of Colombia anymore. That's why the plane that had crashed the last time. Remember the plane that crashed down there that you spoke of? Right? When nobody could find who was responsible for it. Remember, they had gone for a JLP activist in Rocky Point. Yeah? And what is the distance between here and Rocky Point? The same shoreline. This area is a known drug place.
People, boy, wanna think. It will leave a lot for ponder upon your brain, You understand? More to the storm up the comment section, You see, but just when they think it couldn't get worse, and it couldn't get even worse than what it was before, more to if you take a look at this, Because people in my port more said them no business, them and them the meat. Mighty God. Take a look at this, my people. No, sir.
This is all that's left inside the now infamous chicken container that washed ashore an isolated beach in Sandy Hills, Helsha, St. Catherine a few days ago.
I go in a container, man, take out one whole it, man. Everybody take out chicken, man, see me.
As the materials start to rot, a foul smell in the air, attracting vultures. But the people along Helsha Beach, Sandy Hills, and other communities in Portmore, St. Catherine told TVJ News that they made sure to empty the container before any of the chicken went bad.
Them chicken here, some iron chicken. Well tender and some sitting. Yeah, man, me have a couple in my fridge. Right now, so to speak, I have a couple in my fridge. You know what I mean?
You eat it?
Consume it,
Consume it.
Yeah, man.
That admission, despite warnings from the Health and Agriculture Ministries cautioning people not to eat the chicken because it may have been contaminated during its journey to the shore.
Get a lot. I shared with my neighbors.
But they insisted the chicken was good quality and frozen solid when they were removed from the container.
No, man, it's enjoyable. We all enjoy it.
So are you still consuming it?
Yeah, man.
When was the chicken soft, frozen, or what? When you just received it?
It was fresh.
Get about 14 bucks. You see me? I don't have no problem with them. Same day I fry, same day I jerk, same day I do everything with chicken. Honestly, I was about cheap what me have out of 14 bucks.
So what you do is the sell consumer?
What me do? Yes, man, remember, so we have to hustle in here, you them have to survive, Yeah, man, so we sell, we consume, we have feast out of it.
Ball out! Whoa, we need help, Jesus! Jamaica need help!
Now, the container is 9 feet 6 inches high, and there's a sign here which says super heavy. So it appears this rock below the container may be the only thing preventing it from washing back into the sea. The sea is pretty rough, so one can just imagine the force that was used to push this container here. Now, I'm around the back of the container, and I was told that what we're seeing here is actually the spot where the air conditioning units were located. But as you can see, they're all gone.
Some of the residents told us they were informed that the container fell from the ship on Monday, March 31, so it took only 3 days to dock here. However, we could not confirm that claim. That aside, they're hoping that the sea will again bring them fortune.
I should have some bucks of money night. You see me? I show you a thing. Some people from other place, man, I vex them, she wanna feed them.
Yo, the man say some people vex cause I don't feed them here the chicken dropping out. Why? That might be true for some people, but I can't speak for myself. Bridget, me I pray for you. Me I pray for you, man. But on a serious level, Bridget, you see the government not ready, bro. The government not ready on so many levels. I tell you that. I'm going to tell you why I say that. You see, more than think about the lessons that we learned from in a COVID. You understand? I'm more than think about the chicken and the container and what that mean or what that could mean. This is potentially a medical risk. I'm going to talk about a nationwide medical risk. Ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you something. You see, if this was a test, the Jamaican people them fail the test. You understand? Whatever this is, say for instance, this is some type of conspiracy. Well, guess what? You see the next container, we're not going to drop right into the trap. If this one wasn't a trap, we're not going to drop right into the next trap. We just want to look a bit, man. You understand? Can't believe, say, boy, Jamaican people, we really, the country really in our state of hunger. Right? Where it come like this a container, man, the people that make it seem like say a manna from heaven, them not consider no medical risk or recourse. Them just name the chicken and just name the meat. Yeah, but big up Teachfield again, that's what I deal with. But the JCF and the Coast Guard them, something right about that ready statement. Want to tell me what you think in the comment section. Understand what the comment section in. Like up the video, share up the video. You understand? This was an exclusive. You understand? No live stream, no do. This was just editing. This was just work on the phone and all of that thing. So tell me what you think about that exclusive content, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get to 5,000 likes on that video. Zane? Yeah, man. Big up on yourself. Christopher Tufton and Jonas. Yeah, man. Heads up state. Missing in action while all of this going on. We need to come down. God and time, you know. God and time. And as far as my concerned, Mr. call for you to resign. I mean, I talk about forever from politics. I think, especially in Jamaica, we don't want to see no back. No wicked brother.
Ball out! Whoa! Yo. We need help, Jesus. Jamaica need help. Shift the parliament. Shift the election. Shift everything. Remove them out there. Take out the cockroach. Take out the thief. Take out the criminal them. Take out the thief them. Take out the murderer them. Take out the gang leader them. Out of parliament. Take them out. From Portland. Take them out. I hear Portland. Me I go to Portland. Why me I travel to Portland? Take out somebody, man or woman.